So up next, I wanted to introduce you guys to Ghost, my snow corn snake. I got her probably close to 2 years ago. She was sort of a last minute decision purchase. I'd always really loved snow corns. I just thought they were so beautiful. I love how they have the yellow highlighting. I love how even though they have the pink eyes and are lacking a lot of pigment, they still keep their patterning. Whereas, for instance, my whiteout corn snake Opal, she's very similar. She has no pigment in her whatsoever, but she doesn't have any patterning on her at all. She's just solid white. Also a gorgeous snake, but I wanted to show you guys this girl, because she's just such a sweetheart. Again, I know I've said it already, one of my top 5 snakes. If I could only have 5 snakes forever, just with her personality and how sweet she is, Ghost would definitely be one of them. Funny enough, when I was at the reptile show that I got her at, we were close to leaving and we walked by this table and there was a sweet young lady who had a little booth and little deli cups full of tiny little corn snakes, and she was one of them. And again, I wasn't planning on getting her, but she was really affordable and my husband was like, you should just do it. You've been wanting a snow corn forever. So, because I mean, it really doesn't take too much persuading for me, if you haven't guessed. We brought her home and he loves to tease me about it now because I'm just so glad that we got this girl, and I couldn't imagine keeping my collection without her. She's just so perfect. Go say hi. Last but certainly not least for today's Feature Pet Friday, I wanted to show you guys my West African egg-eating snake, or my Daisy peltis gansey. Some people say that differently. Her name is Yoko Ono, and I've had her for close to a year now. She's such a sweet girl. Interestingly enough, if you don't know much about egg-eating snakes, they have no teeth, so they can't bite you. They can certainly huff and puff at you, which she's only done once. She's just such a sweet girl. Hi. So instead of teeth, they have bony projections in sort of like near their throat around here. That's why it looks like there's loose skin around right here. And what they'll do is they'll go up to an egg and they'll sniff it with their tongue, their Jacobson's organ. And they can actually tell if an egg is good or not, if it's rotten or infertile or anything else. They can tell where that chick embryo, because they only eat bird eggs, they do not eat reptile eggs. They can tell what stage of development that embryo is in and whether or not they would be able to, with those bony projections, crush the egg and then suck out all of the nutrients, the yolk, inside. And then once they're done with that, they actually spit the shell back out. It's crazy to watch. If you haven't seen an egg-eating snake eat before, you've got to look it up. It's wild. Actually looks like this girl is in shed as well, which is good because it means she's growing and healthy and thriving, doesn't it? Yes. So another cool little fact about these guys is, as I said, they don't bite. So when they feel threatened, what they'll do is she will rub her keeled scales together to make sort of almost like a rattlesnake type of sound. It's really loud, and when it happens, it definitely makes you take a step back just because it's unexpected. But that's how she would ward off predators in the wild. Right now I have this girl feeding on quail eggs, Coturnix quail eggs. That's about the biggest size she could eat right now, but some species, some just individuals can get pretty big and might even be able to take like a small chicken egg potentially. But she'll probably be on quail eggs. Actually, one of my dream snakes to own. I've always thought egg-eating snakes were just incredible. It's so wild to see them eat. Just their natural adaptations make them just so unique. And she's such a joy to keep, aren't you? So that's it for this Feature Pet Friday. I'm really glad you guys tuned in. I really appreciate you watching. Again, bearing with me as I figure out how to make YouTube videos and how to not speak really awkwardly to a camera. But I just want to say again, thanks for watching. I really hope that you subscribe and that you tune in to see other videos, because I have so many wonderful animals and I'm really excited to share them all with you guys. So please subscribe and tune in hopefully next Friday to see more of these little cuties.